Hello, Renee Flamand here. When you're with a narcissist, you experience a million little things that you never thought that you would, because we hope. We behave against the grain of ourselves. We compromise our moral code, all in the name of hoping that they're going to change into what we wanted them to be. We listen to lies. We accept lies. We know they're lies and we accept them because we're really hoping that who they showed us is who they're going to be. And this is just a phase, or he misstepped, or he's just a guy, or whatever. We make excuses for them to help them. A loss of hope with your narcissist is what you want, really. You don't want to be in that position that feels like it lasts forever, wherein we wish and pray and hope for them to change, come around, be who we thought they could be. It affected my way of looking at the world. It had never even occurred to me before the narcissist experience that someone would lie about such things. I was devastated, and abandoning my hope for us as a couple was very tough. Letting go of the idea that we were going to make it, that was a difficult decision. To let go of the possibility that anything he promised you is coming. That's a tough call to make. And it sounds like, oh, well, wasn't it easy though? You the one that discarded him. No, it's still, you have to let go of it. You have to make the decision. It's like, I don't gamble. I don't even drop the quarters. I don't like it. It reminds me of an arcade. I can't stand the noise. But people that gamble, they wait. They're waiting for it to hit, right? So when you make the choice to stop and leave, you're making the choice to cut it off. Same with it was a difficult decision. You're making the choice. You're stopping the hope that you're going to hit. It's not going to hit. You've made the choice that the machine is dead. It's not going to hit. I'm out of here. To let go of the possibility of what you were promised happening is a tough thing. And once you turn a corner into the land of knowing it's over, and you catch on, and you let go of that dream, and you discard, and you make peace with the idea that this isn't happening, there's another dangerous hurdle. More dangerous. And that is losing the hope that I was very nervous that I was losing the hope that my romantic self had always maintained. I've been brokenhearted before. I turned it into creation. I would write. An artist must feel pain. I remember myself in the 20s. I embraced it. I was okay with it. Whatever. You get heartbroken, you move on. This is different. This is different. Because you were duped. And there's an entire section of it that didn't go with a regular breakup. So how can you possibly maintain hope going forward for another romantic entanglement that will be healthy when this is what you've now encountered? A place where you held on to hope for him. You should have not have had it, but we did. And now we need to keep it, but we're in danger of losing it. And that's what made me very sad. To me, it's a very delicate spot, and we should be careful to fight that with everything in us. A loss of hope subsequently in life is not what we want. We do want to lose the hope with the narcissist. That's a tool we can use. As long as you have hope for that narcissist changing, they have an open door to torture you. The minute you let go of the hope, you're going to be okay. You change your idea that that's going to work out, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. But this capacity, and It's a sad day. It's worse that losing hope for the future, for your own future, finding what you want in life. That, to me, is a worse day than if we had held on hope for them. It's a worse day to lose hope for the future, because that's your permanency. Your future is your life, with or without the narcissist. That hope has to remain alive. Your time with the narcissist, however long it may have been, was always going to be a finite time. And even if you lasted 30 years, 20 years, when did it end, the joy end? Use that as your ending. Maybe you had a good 5 years, or a good 2 years, or a good, you know what I mean? They altered our state of being with what they did to us, with what they said to us, with what they promised us. It's very hard to have that all bestowed upon you, where you are hopeful with that person, for it to work out. And then you have to train yourself to lose that hope, but then also maintain the word hope, the feeling of hope for yourself going forward. It can get confusing because it's the same feeling. Hope is hope, right? You can't lose it for yourself. You want to lose it with them, but you have to fight. You have to. There are many great, wonderful people on earth. And you know it, and I know it, and you're one of them. You can think of many people right now, I'm sure, including yourself, but I mean, you can think of other people in your life. You know there are good people around. Because you might say, well, I'm not going to meet anybody, or I never meet anybody, or I've already spent 2 years with this guy. You want me to go back out into the world? Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. He's not a wonderful person. She's not a wonderful person. And again, I'm not telling you to leave. When I say yes, what I mean is, if you're done and you have let go of the hope of that ever working out, and you are now going forward, yes, you go back into the world with your hope alive. There's no reason it should be squashed because of what they did to you. Don't let them take that power. Take it back. Take the power back. It's your life. They don't get to crush. No. It was hard for me. I was sad for a long time. And then I thought, no, I'm not losing that. I believe in all of that and more going forward. I believe that you can find your end all with proper discernment when you're meeting people, with being careful when choosing to spend time with somebody and be in the company of someone, when putting yourself out there, taking a risk once in a while to meet new people. Yes, I do believe and know and hope that that will happen. I spend a lot of time talking about this to people I know. I happen to know quite a few single people my age. And they become hopeless for the future. They can't picture they can't picture stepping out of this despair that they've experienced. Narcissist or not, they might just be lonely. You can think of all the good people that you know in your life, and that is your evidence that you shouldn't abandon hope for anyone else to be out there for you. Good people are out there. You just haven't crossed paths with yours yet. If you're trying to hang on to things with your narcissist, and you do still have that hope, I don't know, that's your own journey. And you will, at some point, turn that corner. That's a different kind of corner. And I had to let go of that. And it was freeing. It's not a switch, though, that you can turn on and off, but it is something you can achieve with all the different things I've tried to share with you. You put them all together, and you may get there where you realize, you know what? There is a truth to this person. It is not in line with what I thought the truth was. There's a manipulation involved. Everything that I'm in love with is a false front, and this behavior is the real. So if you decide to stay, you're staying with this behavior. the bad, the real that they've shown you, that's not going anywhere now. Once that mask is off, it can't go back on. I've talked about that before. I'll make another video on that too. That needs to be reiterated. It can't go back on. You've already seen them. So whether you're trying to work it out or not, or you're trying to look for a way to turn the corner of releasing that dream, because that's essentially what you're doing, don't release the dream of it happening for you in the future. So that wasn't it. Okay. All right. Shake it off. It doesn't mean you abandon all hope for that you might find it. It could be tomorrow. You don't know. If you've left, I'm not trying to tell you to leave. Everyone has their own journey. I know I say that a lot because it's very important. I don't want to direct anybody because I truly believe that can suffer consequences. If you push someone to leave too soon, boom, they're with them again in 2 days. And now it's even worse because when they did leave, created a bigger rift, and now he was meaner to her. It can have a whole, unless somebody is ready to leave and make the moves involved in leaving, it's not something you can make someone do. So that's why I'm so careful with that verbiage. I really feel it's vital. It's not a little topic. It's humongous because it can ill affect you going forward if you go forward hopeless from this one situation. Do not allow it to make you hopeless or even low on hope. Why? They don't control the rest of your life, the rest of your karma, things that are going to happen to you. Why? One situation's going to allow you to dissipate any and all romantic hope that you held on to when you were a young self, thinking of your future. You can still think all that. Do not let them suck that out of you and bury that with the hope that you lost on them. That was on them. It was that person. You had to release hope for that person. They don't represent love and happiness. They don't represent the end all. So you releasing hope on them doesn't release hope on those ideals. Keep that hope for those ideals going forward. They do not have that power. Do not let them take that also. They've taken enough from you. Don't you think? Don't you think? They've taken so much. There's no way they get that. That's how I was thinking of it. No way he gets that from me. I'm going to go forward and have a fabulous life, which I already do with or without a partner. So that's what I mean. I've already, in my mind, shown the world, karma, the universe. If he were here listening and watching, I'm fine. And I'm very hopeful. And I know goodness lies ahead. Because I'm behaving in a way that's trying to cultivate goodness, manifest goodness. I'm trying to put my goodness out into the world so it comes back to me. I know how I'm living. Yes, I'm hopeful. Very. And a lot of people, how can you be after what you went through? And how do you trust anyone? Those are all different issues. You approach them each differently and carefully, and you have discernment. And it doesn't mean you're going to get crushed, though, every time you go out there. You know that much more now. So you can be ultra careful. There's no reason not to be hopeful. Just don't think every single person you meet is going to be the end all. Be discerning. Look at them. Without rose-colored glasses, look at what's in front of you. The red flags. Use your intuition. We've talked about all this. And then before you know it, you might cross paths with someone that everything clicks just right. And that's maybe what you were hoping for. That's what you were waiting for. Not this narcissist. The left is the past. Not the narcissist. He wasn't the end all that you were holding out hope for in life. Oh my God, no. That's not what you deserve. That wasn't your present. Your present is still coming. And you should be hopeful for it. And you should feel positive about it. Your future, open possibilities. Anything can happen. There's no other way to feel about that than completely 100% a positive vibe. Don't be despondent because you're alone right now, maybe, or whatever, and it's hard to feel hopeful. Why? The only thing you should be is hopeful. You have peace and opportunity in front of you. You can do whatever you want now. Please keep the hope. Please. It's vital to your mental well-being. If you go through life without it, because you had to give it up for them, you're going to find yourself in a very, very a place of despair. And we don't want that. You want to go forward feeling effervescent, vivacious, yourself, strong, happy, healthy. You want to attract all of those things into your life. You want to be those things. Well, Renee, it's not a switch. I can't just turn them on. I don't feel that way. There's a lot of things you can do to get yourself to feel that way, to feel endorphins, to get re-energized. And we've talked a lot about that. Exercise, music, there's things you can do. But you have to remain hopeful. Read your favorite, self-help book. Your favorite positive energy speaker. Put them on a loop. Listen to videos in this channel. We talk a lot about this kind of thing. People gain strength from listening to others and reading their comments. They're getting stronger all the time. Don't lose your hope. That's about you. That has nothing to do with the narcissist. That's yours. It's a gift we have. And you should cherish it and bring it forward into your life. And know that good things will come your way.